to configure the same enterprise structure in Fusion Cloud. So shall we proceed? Do you have any questions? Right. So let me open the slide. Satish Garu, you are there, right?
Yes, Omshi.
Right. So let us start how to build the Fusion enterprise structure. So let's see how to define this enterprise structure. So to define this enterprise structure, we have three models. So to define the enterprise structure, we can define in three ways in Fusion Cloud. In EBS, only one way, where you have to go to the respective form and define the values, whether it is a business group or legal entity, organization, business unit, chart of accounts, everything we have to go to the specific form and define them. Whereas in Fusion Cloud, let's see, to build this enterprise structure, what are all the things that we had. So we can build the enterprise structure using the enterprise configurator. There is a specific functionality called enterprise configurator. Using that, we can build the enterprise structure. And the rapid implementation is there. Using the rapid implementation, we can build the structure. And navigating to each task from FSM. So from functional setup manager, we can go to the specific form and we can punch in the setup data one by one. So first we will do the locations and then legal entities, then chart of accounts, calendar, currency, ledger. So like that, one by one, we can go and do the setup manually. So these are the three models of enterprise structure creation we had. So shall we proceed? Any questions? Right. Now, let us start with the enterprise configurator. Let us start with the enterprise configurator. How to do this enterprise structure model through configurator and what are all the limitations to that enterprise configurator. So see friends, every model, every enterprise structure designing model has its own pros and cons. So has its own limitations, benefits and limitations. So let's see what are all the limitations from the enterprise configurator we can. So let me log in with the application. Right. So this is our login that we had. Right. Now you remember where we had created the implementation project. So we had gone to the navigator. We had went to the navigator and then from there to the setup and maintenance, and from the setup and maintenance to we had went into the implementation projects, and this is a place where we had created TIT Fin implementation. Now let's open this Fin implementation and write down the navigation to define the enterprise structure through configurator. So write down the navigation. Financials, expand the financials, Under that, define common application configuration for financials. Under that, enterprise structure for financials, initial configuration, and establish enterprise structure. So please write down, this is a navigation for defining the so please write down, this is a navigation. Right. So if you click on the go to task, if you click on the go to task, it will take you to this page. So here you have to click on the create button to create a enterprise configuration. Click on the create. Now when you click on the create, so it will ask you what is the configuration name that you want to give. Let's say TRT global TRT global global TRT global, that is our name. It's just a global configuration enterprise. So now click on the go. So it will open the configurator now. So this is a configurator. So here you have to provide the enterprise name. So enterprise name is nothing but your business group name. You remember we had given our enterprise name like this. TRT Global is our enterprise name. So just provide the name as a TRT Global, as that is our enterprise name. We had provided the same in our enterprise structure model, and that has been signed by the TRT Global people. So TRT Global is our enterprise name. So short name TRT GLB, and primary industry is it is what is the industry that it is in. So it is other services, and headquarters located in United States. And what is the legal entity name that is representing your enterprise? So you even though if it is a group company, so that group company will be represented by a legal entity. So you need to provide that group company name here. Satish Garu, you are able to follow or not? So this is our enterprise structure. So one is our group company. So to give that group company name, we are going to use this legal entity name, legal entity identifier, registration and reporting number and legal address. Any questions, Satish Garu?
No, no.
Right. So let us
Here,
provide the
legal name,
yeah legal name.
legal name we need to write.
Legal legal name is nothing but your company registered name.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Group company registered name. Is that clear?
Yes. Okay.
Right. So this group company, this is our group, TRT Global. So for this group, what is a registered name is nothing we have to provide as a registered name. So it is a TRT Global, TRT Global Enterprise is our registered name. Is that clear? And legal entity identifier, you can give legal entity a unique number to identify this legal entity as a separate. So you need to provide a unique identifier, unique identification number. So this is my unique identification number. And legal entity registration number. Legal entity registration number is nothing but your registered name number with the respective authorities. So you have to provide that. And legal unit reporting unit registration number also the same. And what is the legal address? So here you need to create a legal address and you need to associate the legal address for this TRT Global Enterprise. Legal address is nothing but the address of the legal entity. Is that clear? Any questions? Now let us provide the legal address. Let's create. Click on OK. Now my legal address has been created. So this is our enterprise name. Now, under this enterprise, do we have any more companies or any more companies are there or not as a child companies? So if you have any more companies that are there, then you have to specify like continue with interview to set up more legal entities, because we need to configure multiple legal entities, because there are multiple legal entities are there. Am I correct? So TRT US Technologies is one company, TRT US Consulting is another company, TRT IN Consulting is another company. These are the three companies that we had. So you need to ask or you need to continue with interview to set up more legal entities. So configurator means, so now you might have understand, configurator is nothing but it is a kind of questionnaire. It is kind of questionnaire that we need to ask, or that system will ask us, so we need to answer those questions. So system will automatically configure the total enterprise structure. Is that clear, Satish Garu?
Yes.
When you say that, are they not business units? Are they separate? So on the whole, do we have multiple legal entities in the diagram?
Yes.
Can you just go back
Yes.
to the
Yes. Yes. We have multiple legal entities and multiple business units.
Okay, there are three legal entities, but we have two business units.
Right,
Is it?
three legal entities. These are the this is one TRT US Technologies, TRT US Consulting, TRT IN Consulting are the three legal entities under are the child companies. Sorry, child companies of TRT Global Enterprise. TRT Global Enterprise is our parent company, or it's a parent company that has for us, and under the TRT Global Enterprise we have three child companies. Any questions, Kamalaga?
So it is not a legal entity, TRT Global Enterprise.
See, TRT Global is a business group name and TRT Global Enterprise is a legal entity name. So even though it is a group company, we need to create it as a legal entity, right? Otherwise we cannot say this is my group company and this is my registration number and all. Am I correct?
Okay. So actually in the PPT we have not like linked
So
this.
we have not mentioned because it is inbuilt. This enterprise itself, we are going to create it as a legal entity. And that is the reason under enterprise level, we have a new business unit called TRT Global BU. Are you able to see, Vijay, Ajay?
Yes, yes.
So this is a TRT Global BU. So we can have a business unit under only legal entity, right? So that is the reason that is an inbuilt information. We are creating the global BU means this TRT Global will also be created as a legal entity along with the enterprise.
Okay.
So Kamala, any questions? that you have
No,
now?
I am little confused when we compare this diagram along with the data. So here, do we have 4 legal entities on a whole?
One second. Enterprise. One second. Enterprise and group. Ellie. Now tell me, is that clear? So that itself is an enterprise as well as group legal entity. Under that, these are the 2 divisions. Under that divisions, we have 3 legal entities where you are going to do the actual business under this legal entities. And this TRT Global Enterprise is just for reporting purpose we had created. Because for the TRT Global, they had a group company. Under that group company, they acquired these 3 individual companies separately. Is that clear, Kamala Garu?
Yeah.
Still confusing.
So
So
for
as
every
a whole, we have 4 legal entities, 3 business units.
okay. So
Is
for
that
every
clear?
enterprise, we have to maintain one group legal entity as well. That is a
Kamala Garu, is that clear? You're there or not? I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah,
Satish
Vamshi.
Garu,
I
is
mean,
that clear for you?
Yes,
Srini Garu,
actually,
Malati
along
Garu,
with
Rajesh, Vijay, Ajay, Srini,
Yeah, I'm good,
everyone.
Vamshi. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I think my issue is. Friends, once again, I'm not able to hear you. Right, now I can hear you. It is on mute. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So, Malati, Kamala Garu, is that clear for you?
yeah, I'm good.
Right. Malati Garu, Satish Garu, any questions?
yes, I'm clear. But another legal entities like TRT US Technologies and US Consulting and TRT and Consulting Services Limited. For these 3, we need to create any other legal information like
Yeah. We
TRT
need to
Global
create them.
Entities.
We need to create them. We'll do that. So here, if you look at
Yes.
manage legal entities tab
Okay.
is there where you're going to create them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Go ahead.
Right. So any other questions, Malti Garu and Thiru Garu, Vijay, Ajay, any questions? You're good?
that's yeah, that's fine.
Right. So now we are saying to the system, let us continue with interview to set up more legal entities because we have multiple legal entities, right? So we need to select that option. So click on the next button. When you click on the next button, it will take you to the page where you can define the divisions. So these are the divisions that we had, TR3 North America division and APAC division. Let us create divisions.
Oh, Vamshi, is this an optional step or required? Division.
It's an option. It's an optional. If you have a divisions, then you need to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right. Now let's create the. I'm just selecting the same location, whatever we had created, and let us create a new. So now we need to create the location. Let us create the location. So it is India. Uh, so the address line is what is an address line that we can give? It is let's say high tech city, Hyderabad. Code 502 something. Click on OK. So now India location also has got created. So click on the next button. Now, Satish Garu, as you already asked, this is a place where you're going to create a legal entities. So you can see
Yes.
TRT Global Enterprise is a legal entity name, and we had provided the legal address, and this is a ultimate holding company. This is a ultimate holding
Yes.
company. Under this, we are going to have 3 legal entities as a child companies. So let's create those child companies. So any questions from anyone?
No, go ahead.
Right, just a minute. All right, so here click on the add button and provide the country. It is United States, and legal entity name TRT US Technologies Limited, and division it is under North America division, and legal entity identifier. So these are the requirement or the information that we collected from the customer. So I'm just copying the same information. This is a legal entity identifier, and registration number. This is the registration number that we got from the customer, and legal reporting unit registration number. This is the number, and what is the legal address? You need to create the legal address and associate that legal address here. Click on the create.
So, Vamshi, did you share this Excel spreadsheet with the group?
We are going to do that, sir. We are going to use the same. We will definitely do that. This is a rapid implementation. If you look at, this is our second model of implementation. We'll do that.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Simi Valley. Okay. Now click on OK. So this is the India address that has got created. So sorry, US Technologies address has got created. Now the same way, click on the add United States and provide the other company name. And the address. We need to create the address. Click on the create. West Hollywood. See, postal code 90069. Click on OK. Now this is a third address that we had created. So US Consulting Services, and next legal entity is India Consulting. India TRT Consulting. It is TRT India Division. Oh, India Division. So wrongly I had given it as an India Division. It is a APAC division that I have to give. Very sorry. That's okay. So once you have given, you cannot change any. So that is a issue. You have to create a new one. So I am using the IN location. So this is how you have defined the enterprises. So this is an enterprise. Under that divisions, under that legal entities we had created. Now let's click on the next button. So system will ask you to create a business unit. How many business units do you want? So we want to create 2 business units as per 3 business units as per our requirement. One is TRT Global BU, TRT US BU, and TRT India BU. Let us create the 3 business units now. Here you can see, if you want to generate the business units automatically, you have to choose this, and if you want to generate the business units manually, I want to select manually created business units. Now click on the next button. So system will ask you to create a new business units. Click on the add. So provide the business unit names.
Quick question, Vamshi. When you select automatically, does it create one business unit for each legal entity or differently?
So, okay, let's see that. If you click on the back, so if you select automatic generation and at what level you want to create the business units, you have to choose whether it is a country level, country and division, country and function, division, legal entity and function, division and legal entity, function, division and function. So you have to choose at what level you want to create the legal entities.
Okay. So whatever level I select, depending upon the number of those units, the business units are created.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we are selecting them manually. So click on the next button. So TRT INBU. This is the name, and it is an active. Country is India, and location is India location that we already had. And click on the new. So what is the next BU? It is a TRT US BU. Country United States, and location is TRT US Consulting Services location. And the next BU is TRT Globe BU. And country is United States, and the location is TRT Global Enterprise. So this is all about our 3 business units we had created, right? You can see 3 business units. Am I correct, Kamala Garu and everyone? Now let's click on the next button. So here, these are the 2 reference data sets that has been delivered by the system. This is the one system delivered common set, and this is also a system delivered common set. Along with this, if you want to create a new reference data sets, you have to create. So what is this reference data set? This is a new concept we will discuss, but not now, at later point of time. This is not at all required as of now. Just wait. So you go with the existing ones, whatever we had. Don't create a new one as of now. We will discuss what is it and what is the significance of this, and then you can decide whether to create or not. And we can create anytime this reference data set, don't worry. And click on the next. So we have to associate the reference data sets with our BUs. So I'm just associating a common set as of now. And we will see at later point of time what is this, and then we'll decide. Okay, now click on the next. So now whatever the locations that you have created should fall under which reference data set? It should be under common set. So under common reference data set, I want to create all the locations. So I had selected like that. So this is all about the enterprise configuration that we had done. Any questions on this? Now, after completing this, if you click on the next, so it will allow you to review the questionnaire. So this is our questionnaire, and we had answered. So this is our enterprise. Under that, we have 2 divisions. Under that, we have 4 legal entities. Among that 4 legal entities, one is the holding company, and remaining 3 are companies. Under that, we have 3 business units, and this is our reference data set. So this is our questionnaire that has been asked by the system, and we had answered. And if you click on the manage reporting structure, so system will display the reporting structure that we have drafted here. So whatever the reporting structure that we have drafted, it will show you the same. So if you look at here, so this is our TRT Global Enterprise, which is an ultimate holding company. Under that, you can see TRT IN division and TRT North America division. If you expand that, IN division, India division, you have one legal entity, TRT, IN Consulting Services. And the same way, if you expand the North America division, you had two legal entities, TRT US Technologies and US Consulting. So now, is that clear, Kamala Garu? So whatever here we have defined, the same is there in our structure also or not?
Yeah, it's a graphical representation. Yeah.
Right. So you can see if you have a multiple legal entities and a multiple parent and child relationship, this graphical representation will be very useful to understand that, right? So click on the save and close. So now we are done with the enterprise. We are done with the enterprise configurator. So we have defined the configurator. Now we have to load this. Now we have to load this. If you click on the load enterprise configuration, system will automatically load this data into Fusion Cloud. So, and it will automatically create all the legal entities, everything into the Fusion Cloud. Is that clear or not?
So where
Is
we
that
have
clear?
defined right now, we have also defined in Fusion Cloud. It's not. I'm
We
not
have defined in Fusion Cloud, sir, but it is just a place where we have defined, it is just a questionnaire, and whatever the questions that we have answered, it has created a record. Now the answers or whatever the data that it has collected, if it want to load that, you have to click on the load enterprise configuration. So the total enterprise configuration will be loaded into the application
okay.
when you got the blank application. So it will automatically go and create the business units. It will automatically go and create the legal entities. It will automatically go and create the enterprise, group companies, reference data sets, assignments, everything will be created by the system automatically. If you click on that load enterprise configuration, is that clear or not?
Okay. So unlike in EBS, we have to go legal entity configurator to define.
We will do that as well, sir. We'll do that as well. We'll do that. Don't worry. This is one of the option that we had to create the enterprise structure. So you can see this is an enterprise structure. If you want to create the enterprise structure, enterprise configurator is one of the option. So if you click on this load enterprise configuration, system will automatically load the enterprise structure, and it will go and create all the enterprise structure. So starting from enterprise and ending with business units. Is that clear or not?
Okay.
Ajay, is that clear?
So Vamshi Thiru here. It is
So
like
go ahead.
it is like update. It is like similar to Web ADI where you will be updating in the local machine and upload. But here in this case, you will be updating a template within the Fusion and you will uploading the same into the target instance. Correct?
Same. See, we are updating the particular record, and from there we are placing the data in a base table, specific base tables. Assume this is an interface table. We had created all the data in the interface table, and if you click on that load enterprise configuration, it will load all the data into the base tables.
Okay, that way it is clear. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
okay, fine.
till now it is in interface table. That's the point, right?
Right, that's the point. So till now it is in the interface table. So unless you load, it will not go and create the data in the base tables.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay.
Is that clear? So unless you did not load, you cannot see the legal entities or you cannot see the business units.
Okay.
In the regular business unit form or regular legal entity form. Is that clear, Thirugaru? Still questions?
No, it's fine.
Maltigar, what about you?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
So Kamala Garu and Srini. Srini, do you have any questions? Satish Garu?
No questions. It's good.
No,
Satish
no
Garu,
questions.
right.
No questions.
Right. So friends, this enterprise configuration we are not going to do because we are not going to load this because So if I load this enterprise configuration, system will automatically go and replace the enterprise name. In the application, the total application, we can create an enterprise only once. We cannot create an enterprise multiple times. Okay, or multiple enterprises also we cannot have in our Fusion Cloud. So you can have only one enterprise. So yeah, the system is already been configured with the Vision Corporation Enterprise. So I don't want to overload or override with my enterprise name. So if I load this, system will go and erase the existing enterprise and load my enterprise. So I don't want to do that. Because of that, there can be a chance of data corruptions. So I don't want to do that. Is that clear?
So when you try to hit the load, does it give you a message or warning saying that no, it is already there, you want to replace or update?
No,
like that?
it will just load all the data.
Just replace. Oh, okay, that's very dangerous.
Just replace.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the reason I'm just warning you. If you got the training environment, so don't do this. It should be performed in your blank environment only.
Oh, so when for our training purposes, we should not create an enterprise like this.
You create that, but don't load.
Don't load. Okay. Okay. But if you don't load, that is not visible and we cannot perform any transactions, right? Later.
Right. But we will do that. Wait. So we have other two models also there. Okay. So the rapid implementation is there and navigating to each task is there. From there, we can create all of our record. Okay. Don't worry. So the risk here is if you load this, it will automatically replace the enterprise name. So that is the reason I'm asking you, don't load this.
Okay. So this danger is only with the rapid implementation, not with other two options. That's what I understand.
The danger is with enterprise configurator, not with the rapid implementation. Danger is with the enterprise configurator. We are in the enterprise configurator.
So we are in the enterprise, right? Yeah, sorry, yeah. With the enterprise configurator, correct? Okay.
Not with the other options. Okay. So any questions on this? Shall we proceed?
Vamshi, suppose in middle we want to add new business units. Can we do it?
That you have to do it through individual. So before loading or after loading?
After loading.
After loading, you cannot do this through enterprise configurator. You have to go to the navigating to each task from FSM.
Okay. Thank you.
So from anyone, any other questions?
And same with the legal entity and other.
Yes, everything. Once loaded, you don't show. So recommendation not to update from the configurator. Go and do the individual task and update whatever you want.
Okay, and through rapid implementation, that is.
Even rapid implementation also is just to create the data. It is not for update.
Okay.
That is the limitations for the configurator and rapid implementation. So any questions on this now?
What is the widely being used, the options for like say fresh Fusion implementation? So
that is a rapid implementation.
Does it depend on the business or?
That is a rapid implementation widely used. Why? I will explain you. Just wait. Sure. Now, if you go with the enterprise configuration, so what are all the records that we have created? We had created the enterprise and we had created the legal entities. We had created the divisions. We had created business units. We had created the locations. That's it only, right? Only these 5 parts we had created if you go with the enterprise configuration. Am I correct, friends?
Yeah.
Right. So now let's see about the rapid implementation. So then you can decide which one is the better option between these two. Shall we proceed or not?
Yes.
Kamala Garu. Right. Okay.
Yeah, you can please go ahead.
Right. Now let us proceed with the rapid implementation. So we are with Financials Cloud Rapid Implementation. The next option is Financials Cloud Rapid Implementation. So what is meant by rapid? First of all, the word rapid, what is meant by rapid? Anyone?
Quicker,
It
faster.
indicates faster, easier, quicker.
Quicker or speed, so we can implement all the financials with a very quicker template, and we can load the data into the application. So what is this rapid implementation? Let's see. So rapid implementation overview. So it includes a subset of tasks to enter minimum amount of setup data required. So this rapid implementation is a specific main task list which is having subtasks, individual tasks where you need to enter a minimum information or minimum setup data that is required. That's it. Mandatory or minimum setup information we need to provide. So system will automatically create the remainings with the default information. So system will have an intelligence where it will go and create whatever the information you did not provided. It will go and apply a default information and will complete that particular setup. So we need to punch in a very minimum amount of setup data. That's it. So what is this minimum amount of setup data, and for which setups we are going to do? We'll see that. Don't worry. So here, just understand, we need to enter very minimum data. So system will automatically create or complete all the enterprise configurator, all the enterprise structure. Okay. Now, so it defaults most common option. So as you provide, you are providing very minimum information, and for that remaining information which is mandatory or which is required, system will default most common options. Very commonly used options will be there in the application. So when you are loading, your system will trigger some programs. In that programs, Oracle has already been given with some default options. So system will take those default options for the information you did not provide it. Is that clear or not? Right. The third one is it will hide a very complex and advanced setups. It will not show you. If you go to the rapid implementation task list, it will not show you the very complex and advanced setups. It will not show you. If you want to do this complex and advanced setups, so you have to do it individually at later point of time after creating the enterprise structure. Okay. Now, advanced configuration can be done at later time whenever required. And this rapid implementation generally people will use for demos, test environments, and conference room pilots, etc. Because spreadsheets can be reusable across the environments. So this is all about the rapid implementation. Any questions? So as a whole, a rapid implementation as a whole. So this rapid implementation we can have for financials, we can have for procurement, projects, receivables. So, or for every application, we have a separate rapid implementation task list. So as a whole, this is a rapid implementation. Any questions? Malti garu, do you have any questions? Because, okay. Now, let's proceed with the financials rapid implementation. So now let's proceed with the financials rapid implementation. So in financials rapid implementation, what you're going to have? You're going to have streamlined configuration templates. So Oracle is going to give a very streamlined spreadsheet templates, configuration templates will be given. So you can see streamlined configuration templates available for financials rapid implementation. Sorry. And these spreadsheet templates will focus on the very critical and very important setups only. So you can see focuses on critical setup steps for commonly used features. For commonly used features, whatever the critical setups that we have to do, so it will focus on the those setup only. So what are the critical setups for commonly used features? What are all the critical setups? Anyone? Name some of the setups.
Overall financials, or you're speaking about any particular audio?
In financials, very high level. What are all the very critical, important setups?
We can call structure and ledgers. The
So
stuff,
this,
which
that's
we can.
so we can call it as an enterprise structure. In that enterprise structure, legal entities are very critical setup, and business units are
Right.
very critical setups. Chart of accounts is a critical, calendar and ledgers. All these are all very critical setups. So
Right.
all those critical setups can be defined through rapid implementation spreadsheet templates. So it will focus on those critical setups. Is that clear? And it will validate the setup data during the spreadsheet upload. So when you are uploading the data, it will automatically validate whether any man-made mistakes, say for example, typo errors are there. So if there are no typo errors, then it will automatically load the data. So what is the kind of validation that it will do? We'll see that, don't worry. So for this enterprise configuration templates we discussed. So what are all the enterprise configuration, what are all the streamlined configuration templates are available for financials? So you can see spreadsheet interface for setting up the total enterprise structure. So the total enterprise structure you can set through spreadsheet interface, and banks, branches and accounts we had, and total taxes implementation we have spreadsheet templates, and for fixed assets also we have a spreadsheet templates. So to complete all these setups, we have a spreadsheet templates. You can fill the data in spreadsheets and give it to the system. System will go and create all the setup data one by one. So you can see. So it leverages the native and familiar spreadsheet functionality to upload large amount of data. So to upload large amount of data, so anyway we have to capture our setup document or BR100 document. Instead of capturing the data in BR100, you will ask the users to capture the data in this spreadsheet templates, so that we can load the same spreadsheet templates into the application, and exploits the data entry for setups and default the account across the setup field. So this point we will discuss later, not now. Enhances the data review from the single spreadsheet. So all the setup data, whatever we have listed, legal entities, business units, locations, chart of accounts, calendar. So to complete all this data, we need a lot of pages we need to go. Right, we need to go to the lot of pages. So instead of going into the lot of pages, so if you use this spreadsheet templates from the single spreadsheet, you can see all that information what we are creating. Is that clear or not?
One question about the template. So do we download the templates from the Fusion
we are going to do that. We are going to do that. Just wait. Yes, we are going to download these templates from the Fusion applications, and we have to fill the data, and we have to re-upload the templates into the Fusion cloud. Is that clear, Kamalagar?
Thank you.
We'll see that. Don't worry. That step by step we'll see. So any questions about this now in the financials rapid implementation?
This is really a very quick question. Since you mentioned taxes there, so is it tax codes or tax rates? What exactly?
All the tax setup from resume to rate, including the
complete setup can be loaded to Excel.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So I think including rules, for rules we don't have a spreadsheet template. For rules you have to create manually, but the remaining resume to rate setup can be loaded through rapid implementation.
Okay. And when you say fixed assets, you're talking about setups or the data? Like
setups. So sir, this is all about the implementation we are discussing, not with the migration.
Not with the data. Okay, all right. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, right. Shall we proceed further or not?
Does this load in the base table directly or into the interface table?
We'll see that.
Okay.
Okay, so how it will do, we'll see. Okay, one by one, step by step we'll go. So you understand with the financials rapid implementation now. Now let us see about the enterprise structure rapid implementation, because we are in the enterprise structure, right? So let's see how this financials rapid implementation will be applicable for enterprise structure. So now you can see. Okay, before that, limitations. What are all the limitations that we had in the financials rapid implementation? One is end-to-end implementation cannot be performed. So you cannot complete the end-to-end. It will be breaks. So first you have to create the enterprise structure, and later we have to complete manually the payables, receivables, cash management, all the other setups, and tax management can be implemented through rapid implementation. Banks branches can be implemented through rapid implementation, and fixed assets can be implemented through rapid implementation. So the total end-to-end cannot be done. And even in that individual application or module also, say for example, if you go with the enterprise structure, it will not complete the total enterprise structure. So I told you, it will hide the complex and advanced setups. If your customer required to do those complex and advanced setups, you have to get into the application manually and you have to do that. So that is the reason this is not an end-to-end implementation. Is that clear? Right.
Yes, Vamshi.
And rapid implementation, Ajay Garu, for you, rapid implementation is intended to quick create and not for update or maintenance. So it is to create the data, that's it. So once you created, this rapid implementation will know where to use. You cannot use this rapid implementation. If you want to update or maintain, you have to navigate to each task individually and do the update, whatever you want. Is that clear, Rajesh?
Yeah.
Right. And to update or make any changes, if you want to have, we need to use the setup tasks in the FSM. So you have to go to the functional setup manager and you have to do that individual setup. And the last and one is a rapid implementation defaults most common options. It does not default whatever the options that we required. It does not default. It will default most common options. And if you want to override them, you have to go to the individual task and override them. These are the limitations in rapid implementation. Is that clear? Sri Garu, Kamla Garu, Malti Garu, Tiru Garu, Vijay,
Yeah.
any questions?
Yeah.
Right. Let us proceed further. Now, how this financials rapid implementation can be used in the enterprise structure setup. So in the enterprise structure setup, following are the setups that we can create through rapid implementation. One is we can create the chart of accounts, including value sets and value set values and structure instance. What is this structure and structure instance? We'll see later. Don't worry. So the total chart of accounts part can be created through rapid implementation. And account hierarchies, including trees and tree versions. So we are loading the value set values also. When you are loading the value set values also, value set values means we need to provide the parent and child relationship. That parent and child relationship also we can load through rapid implementation. We can create the calendars and we can create the legal entities, including the legal address, registrations, and identifiers. Primary ledgers with legal entity assignment to primary balancing segment values, and business units can be loaded, and financial sequences also can be loaded through a rapid implementation. Any questions on this now? All this setup can be created through a rapid implementation using a spreadsheet templates. Is that clear or not?
Yes.
Friends, is it clear? Any questions?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah,
Account hierarchies is for only for natural accounts or for all value sets?
For all value sets,
For all
whatever
value
you are giving in the chart of accounts.
Okay.
Kamlagar, you're asking something.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Perfect. Maltigar, what about you?
No doubt, sir. Here.
Right. So now let's see what all the steps that are involved in this enterprise structure setup using the rapid implementation. So the steps or processes. The first one, we have to create an enterprise file. So in this creating the enterprise file, so you have to download the rapid implementation spreadsheet template. So from the application, we have to download this template and we have to populate the setup data that we want to, and we have to generate the 2 zip files. So one is chart of account zip and then financial common entities zip. So system will create 2 zip files. Now we have to load this zip file, chart of account zip file, and we have to load the common entities. So the second file individually we have to upload into the Fusion application. So system will go and create automatically all the setup data. So this is all about the process. We will define this process in Monday's session, sir. I don't want to continue. I don't want to complete this because there are few more people are there to join today. They were missing. So we'll let them join tomorrow, Monday, and we will do that setup part. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear, friends?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Right, friends. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. So Malti garu, I'll call you back. Okay. Kamala garu, by
Vamshi,
by EOD you will get. And actually yesterday I'm on traveling, so by EOD you will get definitely.
Anyhow, I just expected that you would reply to me. So the sessions, see if there is any way we are canceling or shifting. I think probably there should be a mechanism, should be communicated, so that we can plan our tasks or schedule.
That is the reason I'm going to create a WhatsApp group for you all, so we can do the communication in the WhatsApp group. Is that okay?
So, but the regular time is 1.5 hours from Monday. You're saying from 7 o'clock until 8:30, right?
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah, thank you. Let me know if there's a delay in creating a group or updating it. At least let me know if there's any. I should not miss the classes. Is only my point, and
So
I should be on.
understand that the session will start at 7 o'clock sharp. Might be 5 minutes delay. That's it.
Sure,
And
that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
7 to 8:30 it will. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. The access part you said you will let me know, right?
You will get that by EOD for sure, because I just requested day before yesterday. So yesterday I did not follow it up. So today I will do, and by EOD you will get. That's it.
Will I get the kind of steps and then with the details in
So
my email?
no need not to worry about that. It is very easy for you to understand that. Don't worry.
Okay.